when I'm in a bad decision-making competition and my opponent is Bungie. I'm losing every time. Ladies and gentlemen, and those with better hairlines than myself, we are sprinting the Concord Marathon straight through. I think it's going to be 4 games. It's going to be 4 games. We are at Concord 3 before GTA 6. We might eventually have 4 games. I will have to do the Horizon review, the reaction to that. I still need to watch that trailer. I'm told it's great in terms of content farmability. But man, we are sprinting this marathon, bro. I played this game. I got in. I was not going to let this one go to waste either, just like it was the High Guard, the Welcome to High Guard, the free-to-play thingy going on there. I had to get in on that action. We just got to slam these terrible games. Oh, but you're slamming all the new games. No, we're not slamming all the new games. We're slamming the bad new games, okay? That's just how it is. It's how it goes. You gotta weed out the bad ones. You can smell them. I'm telling you, just like in the High Guard video, you can smell it. Ages away. Through time. It transcends time. The stench of bad games transcends time. I'm telling you. It's great. You can smell it. It's so easy. The choice to make this game in the first place baffles me. Like, it's bafflingly odd, okay? Like, they could have spent the last 6 years making Destiny 3, or just continuing their current game that actually made them money. I get it. Everybody wanted out with the final shape, and I even stopped keeping up with the game at final shape. I came back and did some of the seasonal or the episode content after that. The Heresy one was not bad, but the others were questionable at best. But man, this game, Marathon, bafflingly weird. I love the word baffling today. But they could have done it. They could have made D3. They've been making this game for how many years? And with this huge budget now, they're starting to talk about the budget. And it's not sounding good, boys. Oh man, but they could have just continued the current game or built the next game with the tools that they already have and the assets they already have. But they don't want to do that. We got to go make new assets that look like Roblox. How did Bungie go from making new trends to chasing trends that are now a decade old? What happened here? Other than all of the old studio not basically not being there, right? None of the old Bungie is there to make new trends. But anyway, I played this for about an hour and 15 minutes because that's all I could tolerate. It was so slow. And I played a lot of Tarkov, okay, back in the day. Played a lot of Tarkov. That was slow. But there's something about that game that keeps me hooked, or kept me hooked, rather. I don't play Tarkov anymore. I would if I could afford the PvE mode. I'm more casual now. But this whole game is a choice. This whole game is a choice that is just baffling, I tell you. The graphics are definitely a choice, but the colors are so weird. And I said in the High Guard video about how I didn't mind the bright colors and whatnot. At least the bright colors there looked like they had a place. The colors are just weird. It's like if Starfield, if the randomly generated areas in Starfield were covered in Vaseline vomit. Okay? Like it looks weird. I don't get it. That's just me. And maybe that leads into the next thing about how I noticed that, at least on the next point that I wrote down, that I couldn't see anything. Like there's I mean, it's kind of rainy on this planet that you're on in this game, but I couldn't see anything. And there was fog everywhere. And every time something weird would happen, like I would rubber band and the camera would change angles randomly. The servers, maybe they're not that great this weekend. That really only happened to me a couple of times. But it was noticeable, and the colors kept changing. Didn't like that. But I couldn't see anything. I couldn't even figure out if I was fighting players or the bots. And it was just weird. The gunfights were either too long, or they took forever to get into, and then they were too short because I would just one side would get either obliterated. Fighting the AI takes forever. Fighting players does not. Basically, fighting the AI is a bullet issue. It's an inventory issue. Do you have enough bullets to do this? You better have like 800 of them, because you're not getting through all these bots if you don't have 800 bullets. I didn't view it as a skill issue. I viewed it as an inventory issue. The players I actually didn't have, and I only encountered a few squads of players. I mostly just encountered AI or just empty buildings. That was about it, and then I would extract. The gunfights took forever to get into, and it just felt like there was no skill. It felt like an inventory issue instead of a skill issue. So if you run out of bullets, or if you don't have enough bullets, you might as well just quit the game and drop out. Take the L. Just take it. Just take the L. Start over. Get that free kit from the store, and just go back in and try again. Also, like the music and the sound effects. I don't know what it is. It sounds kind of sci-fi-ish, like very computery. Everybody's a walking computer, right? Everybody's a robot. I have no idea what is going on here. The music and the screen, like loading screens, are definitely a choice too. Loading screens, don't play this game with epilepsy. You know who you are. Okay, and what is this trend with menus in video games being this way? They're either like the Netflix and Hulu rectangles, or the Fortnite box in the corner with the start button in the middle, and then like I don't know what else is going on anywhere else at all, ever. And it reminded me of the Elite Dangerous menu mixed with like the Armored Core menu. And there's just a lot of stuff going on the screen, and I don't know how to interpret any of it. But like for some, I can interpret Armored Core after a while. But like really, all you need to know about Armored Core is blue number good, red number bad. So I get what they're doing, but I hate it. I hate it. The UI, dealing with that with a controller. I like to play games with a controller. I'm sorry, my hands suck. What's with the trend of making a cursor that you have to control with the thumbstick, like a mouse that you have to control with the cursor? I hate that. If you can't make a game and I can just tab through it with the D-pad or something, if it's too big for that, don't bother. Okay, don't bother. Just make it for mouse and keyboard. Make it for PC. Leave it alone. Don't want to deal with it. No cursors on controller. Drives me bonkers. I don't want to deal with it. And it never had to be this way. It never has to. They could have just made the rational decision and made the game that they're familiar with, or the one that would make them money, instead of taking a gamble on a trend that's been going on for a decade now. Granted, the trend was pretty slow for the first 5 years of it, right? But like now everybody wants to be an extraction shooter. I've played Bungie games, specifically Bungie games, since I was a small child. I played the Marathon trilogy. I've played and grew up with Halo. I even played Halo Wars. I liked the first one, at least. Bungie is known for setting trends. Like when Halo came out, it set a bar for shooters that hadn't been reached before. So like now everybody wanted to reach the bar of Halo. Everybody wanted to be the next Halo, the next cultural. Dude, Halo was a cultural thing. That was a cultural phenomenon. You remember how people were going crazy for the midnight release of Halo 2? And then the reveal, was it the E3 reveal way back then? I can't remember if it was the E3 reveal or the first trailer for Halo 3. Holy moly. Those trailers were so hype, bro. They've been setting trends for so long, and really the conclusion I've come to is that it's just that nobody at the studio that made those games make any of this new stuff. They're all gone. Like they've all gone on to other projects, or they've left the company and done something else, which is fine, but they could at least, I don't know, hire some people or manage the studio in a certain way that they could make better decisions or something, make a similar decision. But like, and then Destiny blew up even more than Halo did. Okay, like maybe because it was multi-platform, I don't know, but like it blew up. Destiny exploded, and I loved the first one. And the second, Destiny 2 had a really rough start, but like I still enjoyed it. And then Forsaken was just like peak. That was peak. Taken King was peak, and that was the peak. Forsaken was the peak right underneath that. It was a phenomenon. And you just expect that the company that makes that stuff keeps making stuff like that, or at least as good as that. But that's clearly not going to continue. Not the case. Speaking of Destiny, thinking about making another video called Bungie is a drug dealer. Either that or Destiny is a drug addiction. One of the two. Either way, that's gonna happen. Because Destiny 2, specifically Destiny 2, I would argue, is a drug. And Bungo is the drug dealer. They don't like you. But you can just tell how the old teams loved what they made, and they were very passionate about it, and that's the product they put out. You can just tell that the corporatization of gaming, and that's, we can talk about that all day, the corporatization of anything, right? But still, there's some truth to that. It's not always bad, but I would say the majority of the time it has been. It's like video games are just a capital venture now instead of a cultural art form or a form of fun or a hobby, because it's a hobby. It's for fun. We game to escape reality and have fun, but they just used to set trends. Now they don't. Now they chase trends like Internet Explorer. That's all there is to it. Y'all remember dial-up? I can hear the sounds. I can hear that sound effect coming out of the Bungie studio. Every time I see a tweet from them, which is rare now because they don't tweet on the Destiny account at least, I can just hear the AOL screeching noises coming from the router. I can hear it. I can hear I can smell the electrical fire happening. Just the review of Marathon from an angry lifelong Bungie customer who will not be purchasing the full game. Get out of here. Be good.